So hello, this is Jianrui Zhao from Chihiro University Graduate School of Design. I am presenting our paper, The Role of ICT Tools Through Community Program Co-Creation in a Japanese Aging Community, among with my co-authors Dunya, Chen, Giulia, Barbareschi, and Chihiro, Sato. So in our research, we transformed an abandoned garden into a thriving community garden through co-creation with Japanese adults. To make this possible, the researchers fully immersed themselves into the community, not as an outsider, but as active community members. We maintain constant communication with the residents using ICT tools and also working side by side in the garden, discussing together how we can bring this transformation to life. To get a bit more about the background of our field, so our research took place in the model housing complex in the actual city. If you happen to arrive through Narita Airport, you're actually quite close to our field. This community is where a large percentage of residents were 65 years and above, even higher than the average Japanese aging rate. During the co-creation, our team visited the field about twice a week on average. Each trip took 2 hours by train. Although it takes time, but we believe it is important to interact with them physically. So the community stakeholders active work to support the well-being of residents. They became our key partners in the co-creation process. There are 2 resident-formed organizations and 2 external support organizations. We have been collaborating with those organizations since 2019, conducting research projects around topics like crafting, mobility. Over time, we built strong trust relationship, so much that the community members, they even happy for us to show their face on our slides and papers. So those close relationships with the community members, we are able to observe many everyday moments that shows how technologies fit naturally into their lives. During those fieldworks, we find that all adults do use technologies, but often only when they truly need it. Here's a story. On a chilly day during our visits, we walked with alongside with an 80-year-old grandmother, well known in her community as the fan expert. As we chatted, she casually put out a smartphone and used a plant identification app to name the wildflower growing among the paths. That moment made us pause and reflect. While much research focused on designing digital tools or improving digital skills, how adults already using technology to quietly enrich their everyday life. To answer this question, we investigate our co-creation process of the community garden program, focusing on how ICT tools have been actually used throughout this collaboration journey. The first step was to deeply understand the context of and interests of residents. Built on our previous research, discussions, and short surveys, we found that many residents had a strong passion for flowers and gardening. Also, there was a shared desire to realize the abandoned garden among the stakeholders, but a lack of support and resources needed to make it happen. So we proposed the gardening program for them. Throughout the integration of resources and co-creation of this program, stakeholders strategically use a range of ICT tools, each reflecting their unique communication preference. For example, the community association primarily rely on the SMS, whereas the flip phones, to schedule meetings and share quick updates with the research team. Traditional methods, even like fax machines, also remain important, especially for official tasks like ordering gardening materials. Yet, across those tools, in-person meetings consistently remain the most valuable and trusted form of communication between the stakeholders and also the research team. So after preparation of the full-scale gardening program soon got underway, stakeholders coordinated, purchased, and rescheduled meetings through text messages. By May 2023, the garden was fully planted through a joint effort between the residents from both community center and the community association, and also the research team. After the gardening co-creation, a maintenance group was formed by the members of community center and community association. They organized themselves into teams, created a printed call list for easy rescheduling and use in-person meetings, supported by printed agendas to plan ongoing work. So from this co-creation journey, several important findings emerged about how communication happened across this project. One key insight is that successful collaboration was not just about using technology efficiently, but it is more like matching the communication styles to the needs of different situations, relationship, and cultural expectation. We identified three main patterns. First, a hybrid communication styles strategy, blend digital tools into face-and-face interactions. Second, the role-based adoption of different ICT tools, depending on the stakeholders' familiarity and purpose. Third, focus on purpose-driven communication, carefully choosing the right medium for the right messages. Our finding confirmed that older adults often prefer face-to-face communication for complex discussions, but they are willing to use technology when it's supposed to convenience for their activities. This aligns with the concept of digital ecological disease. Older adults engage with a range of devices and practice shaped by their personal preference. It also resonates with the idea of program ecology, where communication is influenced not just by tools, but also social and organizational dynamic. Understanding those layered ecological is critical for designing technology and that truly support long-term community collaboration. So in Japan, the use of ICT tools reflects a broader cultural logic that challenge Western assumptions about efficiency. The participant of technology like flip phones, the collapsable syndrome shows that reliability and familiarity often overweight technology innovation. Our findings suggest that simply streamlining familiarity often overweight the technology innovation. Conventional process may not be appreciated. Drawing from the concept of MAR, or in between readiness, in Japanese, relationally, communication is not just functional, but also deeply rational. Maintain the social care and mutual respect. So, design must therefore honor the suitable relation and dynamics and enable the technology to use, rather than like overwhelming with the favor of speed or simplicities. So, effective communication-based projects require a deep understanding of social fiber in which technology often embedded, mapping the collaborative network of stakeholders, as suggested in service design approach, help revert the roles, relationship, and community preference within a community. Being rapid is essential, but much of the trust and communication were established. During the gardening program, we can think as the work that occurs before the work. As contextual itinerary reminds us, you can just ask for design data. You must build trust, listen deeply, and understand the needs of the community over time. So before closing, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to the plan experts who inspired us during the fall work. Without her, this research could not have been possible. Unfortunately, she passed away in the winter of 2023. We sincerely thank her for her contribution and to the community and to our research. Her spirit lives in the garden we built together. That concludes our presentation, and if you're interested in to learning more, please find more details in the paper.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions in the audience? Well, I was thinking, curious of what drew you to the gardening application domain.
It's mainly because like we do find that they are pretty interested in gardening. Like, they already have like an organization that take care of the flower beds in that community, but because like the land size of the event is so big and they don't have that resource to, realize it.
Right.
And that's
But what drew you as a researcher to Zhao?
for me, like myself, like I'm actually interested in running for a while, and I do think it's make me it's like enough as I help myself. So yeah.
Do you have any other questions? Maybe as a last question, I'm curious if you believe that through your research you can get more people sign up for gardening, younger people?
I mean, like, for now, like, I don't think it's that the case because we try to do that, but because Japanese culture is so complex, and right now, like, we couldn't like help this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that as a future work, more people will.
Yeah, actually, this is something we're doing right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.